What is up, everybody? It's your boy Arx Periel, and welcome back here to another video on Ascension's Dimension. Now, last video we touched on ways to strengthen your lung capacity and your lung endurance, as well as strengthening your mind. And then we did a nice full body training session to hopefully take the principles and the exercises that we learned during that video and apply them to your training session, and hopefully learn how to apply them to all future training sessions and make them a part of your lifestyle, okay? And so with that in mind, with this video, we're gonna take everything that we've covered over the last couple of videos and we're gonna start working on truly strengthening our body. And we're gonna do that by going over a upper body training session, and it's gonna include a warm-up and a workout. So as usual, we're gonna put the warm-up and the workout on the screen so that way you guys can pause it, write it down, and that way you can follow along and do it yourself, okay? So to start with, we're gonna go over the warm-up. So the warm-up is gonna be 2 rounds of 30 seconds high knee taps, 30 seconds low to high plank, and 20 seconds of a pike hold. So with that, I'm gonna get down and show you guys exactly what this warm-up is gonna look like. Let's get started. So our first exercise are gonna be 30 seconds high knee taps. I'm gonna pull up my timer. Let's begin. Make sure you bring your knees up as high as you possibly can. Nice. All right, let's get into low to high planks. Okay, another 30 seconds. Start from a low plank, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna bring one arm up while still staying in that half plank, and then push yourself up to be in a fully high extended plank, and then you're gonna lower yourself back down using the opposite arm. Get back onto your forearm, and then back onto the other forearm to a low plank. And then you're simply gonna repeat the motion going in opposite directions. So with that, we are gonna start with 30 seconds again. And let's go. All right, and then we're gonna wrap up the warm-up with 20 seconds of a pike hold. So you're gonna get into, if you're used to yoga, almost a downward facing dog. You're gonna bring your butt up in the air, and you're gonna try and stretch your arms as straight as possible and pushing your head in between your arms so that you get a nice straight line with your back and your arms. And you're simply gonna hold that for 20 seconds. So with that, we're gonna get our timer out and we're gonna begin. That wraps up our warm-up. Let's get started with the workout. All right, you guys, so we're gonna get started with the workout. Now this is an upper body focused workout, so we're gonna be covering strength techniques in order to strengthen that upper body as well as your core, okay? So our session is gonna consist of low to high planks, push-ups, wide push-ups, mountain climbers, bench dips, tricep extensions, in and outs, Australian pull-ups, back lifts, and finally bicycle crunches. Now I do want you guys to truly think about what we talked about in the last video. Work on regulating your breathing, work on visualizing you completing this training session, work on keeping that mentality strong and feed that courage dog so that you can truly tackle this workout to the best of your ability and get stronger than you thought you could. So with that, let's get started with the workout. We're gonna take our stopwatch and we're gonna be starting with low to high planks. Let's go. All right. 30 seconds low high plank. Let's get started with 20 push-ups. Let's go. All right. Let's do our wide push-ups. Another 20 on the clock. Let's knock them out. All right. 30 seconds, mountain climbers. Let's do it. Nice. All right. All right, you guys. Now we're gonna get into our bench dips. Now, you can do typical bench dips where you're on one bench and both your arms are on the base, and you simply come down, pass to about a 90-degree angle, and push yourself up. However, for this particular training session, I want you guys to, if you can, do bench dips in between two chairs. It'll help you get a slightly deeper stretch and help isolate your chest and your triceps just a little bit more than if you're doing your traditional bench dips. Okay? So with that, let's get started. Get back on our mat and let's knock out these tricep extensions, okay? Start with your hands right in front of your shoulders, forearms on the floor, hands or palms on the floor. Now, if you can do these without your knees on the floor, then great. If not, then please modify by putting your knees up so that way you can complete the exercise, okay? Whole purpose is to be in a plank position and using your hands and just your triceps, push yourself up into an upward plank position, bring yourself back down, and repeat. So with that, let's knock them out. gonna go into another 30 seconds, in and out, okay? For those of you who don't know what that is, get in an upwards plank position, feet together, and you're simply gonna jump up to your hands being almost in between, or your feet being almost in between your hands, and then you're gonna jump back into an upright plank, okay? So with that, 30 seconds on the clock, let's knock them out. Good job. All right, you guys. Now we're gonna go into the next exercise, which are Australian pull-ups. Now with the Australian pull-ups, you guys, this one can be a potentially dangerous move if not done correctly. So I'm gonna walk you through it, explain how to do it. Now, if you don't feel comfortable performing this exercise, then please omit it. All the other exercises will be more than enough. Do this one, but be completely conscientious of your own safety, okay? So now with Australian pull-ups, you want two very sturdy chairs with backs, so that way you can hold on to them. And it's gonna be kind of like the chair pull-ups that we went through in the last exercise. However, you're gonna grab the middle of the chair, you're gonna keep your entire body straight, and you're going to simply pull yourself up and then back down, okay? Make sure you keep those chairs close to you so that way they don't wobble too much and they don't get out of balance and fly over your head as you're in mid-exercise. All right, so if you guys are ready to start this exercise, then let's do it. That takes care of our chair pull-up. Now, if you guys aren't comfortable with that exercise, but you did feel comfortable doing the chair pull-ups in the last video, then you can replace the Australian pull-ups with the chair pull-ups. Almost the same muscle group, and it'll work just as good for you. All right, so with our next exercise, we're gonna get down and do back lifts. Lie flat on the ground, hands behind your head. And you're simply going to tighten your back and try to lift it up off the floor, okay? So with that, let's begin. That takes care of our back lifts. Now we're gonna get into our final exercise, 30 seconds, bicycle crunches. All right, you guys, 30 seconds on the clock. Ready? Let's finish up this exercise session. Let's go. That takes care of that. Oh man, I actually felt that one. All right, you guys, that wraps up our upper body strength session for today. Please be sure to take into consideration everything that we talked about. Feel that mental muscle moving, regulate your breathing, feed that courage dog, see yourself completing this exercise and all the exercises that we have to come. Stay healthy, stay strong, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to this video so that way we can keep creating more content and help you guys get in the best shape of your life. So with that, thank you so much for watching this video. Take care and peace.